Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, I'm ScrapMan, bringing you another episode of Trailmakers, and boy, do I have a stupid idea for us today. Now, you know, Trailmakers is usually about building vehicles, cars, planes, boats, tanks, helicopters, all kinds of crazy vehicles. Today, we're not building a vehicle at all. We're gonna try to build an Olympic gymnast. So that's what we're gonna do in this episode. Because this is a sandbox game, which means we can do what we want. And that's what I want to do. And I hope you want to see it happen, because that's what we're gonna do. Okay, so the first thing we need to do is build a frame and a bar to swing on. So let's do that. And I know we're gonna need a lot of weight on it because we can't weld things to the ground. So we're gonna have to make sure it stays put. So I think I'm just gonna make the base of this completely out of heavy weight blocks. So yeah, we're just gonna use 50 kilogram weight blocks, and we're just gonna make a whole line here. Okay, so now we just gotta make the actual bar section linking these two halves. How high do we want it to be? Is that too high? Nah, that's not too high. I don't know how big this robot's gonna need to be, so let's make it a little bit higher just to be conservative. There we go. So now we need to actually make a bar that can spin, because if we're attached to the bar with detachable blocks, those are gonna be static welded to the bar, so we need the bar itself to actually rotate if we want to be able to swing around in a circle. And as far as I know, the closest thing we have to a free rotating bearing is the spinning servo. Although actually, there's a couple ways to do this. One is it could just be a free rotating bar, so you are kind of gravity driven when it comes to roll or spinning around the bar. And the other way is we could have the bar be powered by the servo, so you press a button to actually spin the bar instead of pressing a button to swing the Acrobat. I think I'm gonna try to go with the Acrobat itself doing the swinging rather than the bar doing the spinning. So I think we're gonna have to use these, which means this is gonna be a big, kind of a big square bar. Actually, it doesn't have to be square. We can make it rounded using some of these blocks, and then wherever the guy's gonna be grabbing onto the bar, we can change the pieces there for attachment points. Yeah, so I think we should be able to use the 1x2 rounded block here and just make a circular bar. This is gonna look pretty good. Add some color to this thing to make it look more Olympic. Look at that. This is going to be fantastic. All right, so now let's color this thing. Oh, you know what we could do, just for kind of aesthetics, we could add some pipe pieces that are kind of like wire, also stabilizing it, kind of like angles from here. I think that would look nice. Oh, yeah, there we go. So much better. Okay, so now the tough part, we got to build the gymnast. Now, we could make this super basic, where the gymnast is just a person hanging down from the pipe with a straight body and then just some thrusters to make him spin around. Or we could give him like knees and hip joints and things like that. So I think I'm gonna go for the hip joints and things like that, because I think that would add for some more freedom and amusement for watching him fly through the air. All right, this one's gonna be a little bit more of a time-consuming, complex part of the build, so let's get to the time lapse. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the design of it, and a lot of function, but we don't have the swinging yet. The swinging is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. We may actually have to power the pole, which I don't want to do, but let me show you what I got so far, and let me show you the problems I'm having so far. So I ended up putting a lot more control into this thing than I initially planned. So what we can do is, if we want to just contract the whole body, so that means elbows, shoulders, hips, and knees, you press control. And you can see everything. That does not look right with the thruster there. Okay, well, ignoring the thruster, because that's probably gonna go anyway, you can see that he contracts his arms and his legs. But we also have independent control over just the upper body. So if I press W, you can see I do kind of like a pull-up. With my arms there, and if we press S, you can see I pull my legs up just like that. And now we also have independent control over just the shoulders and just the hips, because I thought that might help with some swinging. And you do that with E and Q. So Q, I believe, is just the shoulders, and you see he does a trick like that, which that's actually extremely hard to do. It's actually not as hard as if he was perfectly level, but I have it more than 90 degrees. But if it was 90 degrees, that takes a lot of strength just to hold that position. Even that position right there is really, really hard to hold. And then you can also just do the legs like this, and that just takes a lot of core strength right there. So yeah, this guy could do this all day though. So yeah, independent controls over pretty much all of the different things, if you want to do them at the same time or just independently. Oh, that's a cool one. Whoa! Whoa, I haven't even tried that. Pressing Q. Look at this. Look at this. We're doing it. We figured it out. This, I can't believe this is working. Okay, so if I want to release just my legs. No, actually, if I want to release both of them. Oh, no way. I cannot believe that just did that. That was amazing. Okay, so that was really cool. I wasn't expecting that. But I put a dragon thruster underneath me here in hopes that it would swing me around. But you can see when I press the dragon thruster, it just doesn't have the power. A raw thruster is going to be way too big, so that's not going to work. I actually tried mini thrusters. I tried one mini thruster for both feet, and that also didn't work. So that's the only issue I'm running into right now. And it doesn't seem like these rotating servos up here. Wait, are they powered? Maybe they're powered, and that's giving us an issue. Oh, I didn't realize that these were powered. Here, let's get rid of the power controls and see if this actually makes a difference. All right, does having no power on these things actually make a difference? Actually, this does make a difference. Okay, so that was the issue I was running into. So we might be able to get ourselves swinging here now. Oh, this is great. Oh, yes, we got it. Okay, that was the issue. I accidentally powered the, oh no. Oh, we may need to increase the base of this a little bit more. But I actually forgot to mention there's one extra control that we have. Oh, look at that. That is awesome. And that control is to spin, which we can't do when we're attached, but I figured it might be nice to be able to do that after we release. Okay, can we stop, please? I just wanna stop swinging. Okay, so you can see there's a servo underneath us right there. And if I press A and D, you can see the servo spins and we'll be able to actually turn ourselves in the air. So I think all that we need to do is make our base a little bit longer so it doesn't tilt as much. And we might have something that can work here. All right, let's see if this base does any better with our swinging now. Actually, I want to see, does this work still if I do this? Okay, so what if I do that first, then the feet? Oh, look at that. That's interesting. All right, what if I do feet first and then the arms? Oh, there we go. This is so cool. I feel like we actually are like a person. I'm really surprised at how well this is working. All right. Oh, what if we could actually swing without using the thruster? I don't know how. Wait, I might have to use just my legs. There we go. Legs forward. And legs forward. There we go. And back. And forward. We're getting there. We're kind of getting there. Oh, wow. This is working. I am really surprised at how well this is working right now. Do you think we'll be able to get all the way over? We might have to do our arms a little bit to get all the way over. Oh, no way. We might not need the thrust. That could be the fun of this, is if you don't... Well, actually, the thrust could be giving us some weight momentum. This is gonna work. Oh, I messed it up there a little bit on that one. There we go. Come on, you can do it, little guy. I haven't even tried to release yet. Yes! We've done it! Oh. Oh. Okay, I don't know how to keep it going, though. We're gonna have to probably go there, then release. Yes. Yes. Yes! Okay, this is awesome. All right, I'm gonna release in a second. 3, 2, 1, and release. What? Don't tell me this is gonna get ruined because we can't release without breaking everything. What? Why did that even happen? We should have just detached from the whole thing. All right, let me try this without the thruster, see if the thruster is even necessary. Because the thruster, honestly, it just looks weird. It's in a very weird position. Let's see if we can swing ourselves without having the weight of the thruster down there. Oh, there's some weird glitching happening, I think, with the ground contact here. All right, come on. Gradually, just a little bit. Yeah, this is working. This is totally working. Totally working. All right, we got this. Look at that. I am really surprised that this works just by body movement. I did not think that it was going to be smooth enough for this. But as you can see, we have a gymnast that does this thing, but detaching for some reason, the first time I tried it, it did not work. Let's try it right now. What is going on with that? Okay, so that is very unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. I don't know what we're supposed to do with that, to be honest. What it looks like is happening here is that when you hit the detach button, collisions kind of stop when it comes to touching the ground, and then it just kind of takes the average angular momentum of the entire creation. So as soon as we press space to detach, everything just kind of rotates about the center axis, including the entire frame. And that ruins the whole idea of dismounting. So I don't know if there's any way around that. Like, let's see what happens if I detach when I'm just kind of hanging loose like this. Okay, so I did kind of see, even when we pressed the detach there, we were swinging just a little bit, and you saw the whole creation kind of dip into the ground a little bit. So I think that might be what's happening is when you hit that detach button, collisions just kind of stop. And right now, I can't think of any way to get around this, short of having the guy actually grab onto the entire bar with some type of grasper. Okay, so I'm actually going to try to make him hold on to the bar manually. We're still going to need these detachment things because we're going to need to detach ourselves, I think, to then hold on to the bar. This wasn't an issue I was thinking I was going to run into, but let's troubleshoot it. Let's see what we can do. Okay, so here is my hopefully solution. This is untested so far. So if I press space now, I should grab on just like that, and I don't like that. It's like going through. I don't know if that's actually grabbing on or not. So if I press T, we should detach. It's so beautiful. Look at all the fireworks. It's great. This is... Oh, boy. I'm gonna make some adjustments. I don't know if this has any hope or not. I'm thinking maybe I closed it too tight initially, so I'm gonna change the closing angle and see if that helps. Okay, so we now have it at 80 degrees instead of 90 degrees. Let's see if this... Oh! It's smooth. Now the question is, does swinging still work? Okay, here we go. All right, slow going at first. It's fine. I really have no idea what to expect with this. So we should be able to press space to release. This is starting to work. Oh, if we can actually get this to work. Oh man, I'm gonna be so proud. And I'm just thinking, like, I'm not even thinking about landing. I'm just thinking about releasing. That's all I want this thing to do is release. If we end up we're not going to be able to land upright. Like, that's just going to be the fun of the... Oh, wow. This actually works better. No way. Okay, here's the moment of truth. Can we dismount? 3, 2, 1. Release. I need to speed that up. I need to speed up the... the steering hinges here. Can I? I hope I can speed these up. Okay, here we go. So space. That is not fast. That's the fastest speed? Really? Oh, I really wish that was faster. Oh, I got it. I got a new idea. We can use the detachment blocks. It's just we have to use a second set of them. Oh, this will work. This will work. I think this will work. Okay, so now here, as you can see, I've added detachment blocks to the hand. So if we press number 1, it closes the hand. If we press number 2, it detaches the hands from the beam. But now when we press space, it's going to detach the fingers from the hands. And now this is not attached to the creation as a whole anymore. So it shouldn't give us that weird physics issue. It should only apply to our character here. And we should just release instantly rather than the steering hinges being very, very slow. So, all we gotta do is give it a try. All right, gotta give our leg... Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this doesn't work quite the same. Will it work? I might have to make it tighter now. Because we have more space in our hands. Well, it's still kind of working. This definitely needs to be adjusted, though. But the main thing... Whoops. The main thing I want to test right now is what happens when we release. And then I can fine-tune the grabbing space afterwards. Whoops, that was bad. Okay, let's just get... Hopefully we can get swinging. It's still working regardless. There we go. All right, and release. Oh! It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Okay, just some tuning. Just some tuning is all we need. All right, I did a little bit of fine-tuning. I got myself swinging here. We're going to try to pick up some speed. I'm going to try to release at the right moment. All right, 3, 2, 1, and release. Backflip. Oh, hey, we didn't break. That's a bonus. All right, so now I want to try... I haven't tried spinning at all, so next time I release, I'm going to add some spin, see if it actually works. All right, so here we go. So press number 1. We press number 2, and then this is the E key that I'm going to be pressing to kind of make myself swing back and forth. It's very, very gradual to start off with, but it picks up. There might be some more efficient ways to start swinging. I'll have to experiment, and I'll upload this to the workshop too, so you guys can probably experiment as well. The biggest thing that I'm really impressed with is that the leg swinging is so, like, it works just like real life. I wasn't expecting that. All right, we got ourselves into a swing here. Oh, this is messing up the frames a bit. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, release, spin. We're a gymnast. Not a very good gymnast, but we're a gymnast. Did you see that rotation? That was awesome. Okay, so now I got to remember all my other controls that I put in here. And what I'm going to try to do is actually land feet first. Now, I'm not going to say land on my feet as if I'm going to stay standing, but I just want my feet to be the first thing that hit the ground, and then I'll probably fall over. All right, so I've actually adjusted the hands a little bit. I think this makes them a little bit more secure rather than moving around with the bar in between, and this seems to be working well. They seem to go into those... Yeah, this is working way better now. All right, so what was I going to do? Oh, yeah, I was going to try to spin... And I forget my controls. I'm going to try to tuck my body in with control as I spin and see what happens. All right, 3, 2, 1. Oh, I lost speed. 3, 2, 1, and go. Not the best. Not the best. Okay, let's ignore the spin for now. I just want to try to do a backflip. Let's just see if we could do a backflip, land on our feet. I will feel very accomplished if our feet land first, because that's something that has not been working so far. Okay, here we go. Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go. Tuck. Oh, did you see that? I almost was able to do the, oh man, I'm overwhelmed by like all the stuff I was just trying to think of at the same time. So I noticed that I was doing more than a single backflip and I was gonna overshoot it. So I pressed control to tuck in to try to pull off the second rotation quicker, and it was almost working. So this is actually like, physics are happening the way that I would expect them to happen, which doesn't always happen in Trailmakers when we do crazy experiments like this. All right, we got the spin going. 3, 2, 1. I'm just gonna go for the tuck right away. Oh, we opened up too late. Was that awesome though? Like, did you see how much more rotation we got when we tucked? Okay, so we got to tuck, but we got to release a little bit early to land on our feet. This is like totally gonna be a thing that works. Release, control. Oh, that was actually not too bad. We a little bit under rotated, but that kind of blended on our feet. I don't think it's gonna be possible to land upright. There's no way to balance yourself after you land. It's all about the timing. This is all completely manual controlled. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Double backflip. Oh, that was the best. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get better than that as far as the landing goes. That was actually kind of amazing. Okay, so now let's go all out. We're gonna try to spin really, really fast, and then we're gonna do some actual rotations in the air and try to land on our feet and see what happens. Release. Oh, I forgot about the rotation. Oh, we landed on our butt. Oh boy. Oh, what is happening? What is happening? Hold on. Our arm. There we go. We could. I don't know what you doing. We can almost do like a push-up. Look at that. Look at that. We just pushed ourselves. We're doing handstands now. This is amazing. This is amazing. All right, and then we should be able to... Oh, never mind. Face plant. That's what we should be able to do. Oh, guys. Oh, guys, I figured out how to go so much faster. This is crazy. This is crazy. 3, 2, 1. And release. I forgot to do the spin because I was so overwhelmed with the actual... what I was doing with the new technique. Okay, so the new technique... Don't just use your legs. Oh, hold on a sec. Let's do the whole... There we go. So I was just using my legs, which is super, super slow. But if you press control to use your whole body, it actually tucks in and goes around much, much quicker, which makes a lot of sense. I just didn't realize how much more effective it would be. Like, look at that. We're already in. Like, it's actually kind of harder to time it because it goes so much faster. So, like, there we go. Release, tuck, release, tuck, release. 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, that was bad. I released way too early. But this is just a much quicker way to get into it. So just something to keep in mind if you try this creation on the workshop. And oh, that was good. I'm kind of happy with that. And the last thing I want to try is with this new technique and new speed that we're able to get. I want to see how many flips we can pull off. 2 right now. 2 backflips is the record. I'm not going to put any spin on it, just flips. And I want to see if we can get higher and if we can keep this kind of go. Oh no, our base broke. Our base broke, and that's messing up our momentum because it's not staying as solid. There we go. I just got to release at the right time. 3, 2, 1. 1, 2. I love how his arms go up after I release all the buttons. We did a triple backflip. We kind of landed a little bit short, landed on our like knees, shins a little bit, but we were upright, and I think that is kind of good enough for me. So look at the bar is still spinning up there too. So this actually turned out to be way more fun and successful than I imagined it was going to be. I never planned or expected to have the landing like completed. Oh, that's bad. The fact that it's completely gravity driven, I honestly thought we were going to have thrusters. And this just is so much more fun knowing that it's just all body weight that you're using to swing yourself. All right, one final trick. I'm going to put all the spin on this one. I'm going to tuck and I'm going to spin. So backflips and spins. 3, 2, 1, and go. He looks like he's riding a motorcycle in the air. All right, so I'm definitely going to upload to this to the workshop. If you want to give it a try, download it, go ahead. So just a quick note for those of you who want to use it, how it works. You start by pressing 1, then you press 2, and you don't have to worry about those. Press control to tuck the whole body, and that's kind of what you're going to be doing for swinging. and press space to release. You don't really need to know much more than that, but you can see your controls up in the top left. If you want to, like, you can do pull-ups. You can put your arms up like that if you want to do just your arms. If you want to do just your shoulders and keep your arms straight. Wow, I'm just realizing there's probably a lot more potential for this thing than I even realized. You have E for just your hips. You have S for just your legs. Yeah, I think that pretty much sums up. Oh, let's do a frontward spin. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be weird. We almost sat on top of the pole. All right, so that is the creation. I don't know where this idea came from, but I love it, and I think this is one of my favorite creations on Trailmakers. If you have any other crazy ideas that you'd like to see like this in Trailmakers, definitely leave a comment down below. And if you missed my other crazy ideas that I've done in Trailmakers, why don't you check out this playlist right here of all kinds of crazy Trailmakers content. Anyway, this has been ScrapMan, and I'll see you next time. Bye.